The Lakers blitzed Phoenix early, LaRavia and LeBron punching holes to build a 5-point lead that looked insurmountable until Dillon Brooks caught fire. A driving layup gave Phoenix the lead, then a deep three stretched the cushion to 7. Brooks exploded in the third, drilling a 31-footer, then converting a reverse layup, the lead ballooning past 20. Suns cruised to victory, 132-108. The Lakers struck first as Jake LaRavia buried a 26-foot three-pointer from the top of the arc, then converted a fast-break layup to push Los Angeles ahead by 5. Dillon Brooks answered with a 6-foot fadeaway to get Phoenix on the board, but LeBron James countered with a smooth turnaround fadeaway bank shot, Lakers maintaining their early cushion. Brooks attacked the rim once more for a strong driving finish to trim the deficit, then Royce O'Neal splashed a 27-foot triple to bring Phoenix within 2, before Devin Booker raced coast to coast for a fast break layup, knotting the game at 9. Deandre Ayton crashed the offensive glass for a putback to restore the Lakers' lead, but Mark Williams answered by slicing through the lane for a cutting layup, the teams trading blows. Marcus Smart pushed the pace and launched a 23-foot three on the fast break to give Los Angeles breathing room, but Williams soared for an alley-oop finish to answer immediately. Brooks drove hard to the basket for a finish at the rim, giving Phoenix its first lead of the night. Ayton responded with a smooth 5-foot floater to knot it up, then threw down a cutting dunk on the very next possession to swing momentum back to Los Angeles. Booker pulled up from 21 feet to tie the game once more, but Smart crashed the offensive glass and converted a tough putback, Lakers clinging to a slim 2-point edge. Booker slashed to the rim for a driving finish to keep Phoenix within striking distance heading into the final stretch. Then Jamaree Bouyea caught fire off the bench, first with a driving layup to give the Suns the lead, followed by a 14-foot step-back jumper, and then a smooth 5-foot fadeaway as Phoenix stretched the advantage to 3 points. Austin Reaves answered with a driving reverse layup to trim the deficit to a single point, but Colin Gillespie sealed the quarter with a reverse finish. Suns up 29-26 after 1. The second quarter opened with Oso Ighodaro throwing down a cutting dunk to push Phoenix ahead by 5, but LeBron James answered immediately with a 6-foot turnaround fadeaway. Then Jamaree Bouyea countered with an 18-foot step-back jumper to restore the Suns' cushion. Colin Gillespie buried a 25-foot three-pointer to stretch the lead to 8, but Jared Vanderbilt threw down a tip dunk to keep the Lakers within striking distance, only for Ighodaro to slam home another cutting dunk as Phoenix pushed ahead by 8 once more. Ryan Dunn exploded down the lane for a fast break dunk, then LeBron fired back with a deep 26-foot three-pointer, the Lakers refusing to let Phoenix pull away as the lead sat at 5. Royce O'Neal splashed a 26-foot three to push Phoenix back ahead by 7, but Marcus Smart answered immediately with a 27-foot triple to trim the deficit to 4. Austin Reaves caught fire with a 23-foot three-pointer to pull the Lakers within 3, but O'Neal responded instantly with a 28-foot bomb to push it back to 6. Then Reaves attacked the rim for a driving layup before Devin Booker countered with a smooth 14-foot step-back jumper to keep Phoenix firmly in control. Nick Smith Jr. floated in a 12-foot driving shot to trim the deficit once more, but Dillon Brooks buried a 23-foot three-pointer to push the lead back to 7. Then Mark Williams tipped in a layup off the glass and converted the and-one free throw for a 3-point play as Phoenix stretched their advantage to a comfortable 9. Reaves attacked the basket for a driving layup to trim the gap to 7, but Jordan Goodwin answered with a 28-foot three-pointer from beyond the arc. Then Williams thundered home a fast-break dunk to balloon the Phoenix lead to a commanding 12. Brooks finished a smooth reverse layup to extend the advantage to 13, but LeBron wouldn't go quietly with a 14-foot turnaround fadeaway. Booker added an 11-foot pull-up jumper to push it back to 13 before LeBron stepped back and drained a deep 28-foot three to cut the deficit to 10 heading into the final minute. Ayton closed the half with a jumper for the Lakers, Phoenix taking a 67-57 lead into the break. Phoenix wasted no time coming out of the break as Royce O'Neal splashed a 29-foot three-pointer to push the lead to 13. Then Mark Williams powered home a layup and converted the and-one free throw to stretch the advantage to 16 at 73-57. Deandre Ayton answered for the Lakers with a thunderous alley-oop dunk to stop the bleeding, but the Suns kept rolling as Colin Gillespie knocked down a 19-foot pull-up jumper, and Mark Williams added a 1-foot turnaround hook to balloon the advantage to 20. Gillespie buried a 22-foot three-pointer from deep to extend it to 21, but Jared Vanderbilt responded with a 24-foot triple of his own before Dillon Brooks caught fire with a deep 31-foot three-pointer to push Phoenix ahead by 22. Williams finished a fast break layup and converted the and-one free throw to extend the lead to a commanding 25 points. Then Marcus Smart answered with a 24-foot three-pointer to trim the deficit, but Brooks struck again from 27 feet as Phoenix maintained complete control with the advantage sitting at a comfortable 25. LeBron James connected on a 25-foot turnaround three to trim it to 22, but Brooks kept attacking with relentless energy, first finishing a reverse layup, then converting a 2-foot floating bank shot to push the Suns ahead by 26. LeBron answered with an 11-foot driving floater to cut the deficit to 24. Then Devin Booker drove hard to the basket for a layup and converted the and-one free throw to extend the Phoenix advantage back up to a commanding 27 points. Maxi Kleber finished an alley-oop layup to stop the Phoenix roll momentarily, but Brooks answered immediately with a smooth 19-foot pull-up jumper to push it back to 27. Then Almani Thiero countered with a driving reverse layup before Booker threw down a thunderous cutting dunk to extend the Suns' lead to 27 at 103-76. Jamaree Bouyea connected on a driving finger roll layup to keep Phoenix rolling. Then Mark LaRavia tipped in a layup to trim the gap before Jordan Goodwin buried a 28-foot three-pointer to push the Suns' lead back to a commanding 29 points. Smart answered from 24 feet to trim the deficit to 26, but Bouyea stepped back for a smooth 13-foot jumper. Then Austin Reaves drove hard for a finger roll layup before hitting an 11-foot step-back shot at the buzzer as Phoenix took a commanding 26-point lead at 112-86 heading into the final quarter. Deandre Ayton opened the fourth quarter for the Lakers with an alley-oop layup, but Colin Gillespie immediately answered with a 26-foot three-pointer to push it to 115-98. Then Ryan Dunn added a fast break layup to extend the lead to 29. Jake LaRavia knocked down a 23-foot three-pointer to trim the deficit to 117-91, but Gillespie responded with a deep 30-footer to restore the margin at 120-91. Nick Smith Jr. tried to keep the Lakers alive with an 8-foot pull-up jumper, but Ragan Fleming threw down a thunderous fast-break reverse dunk to push the lead back to 30 at 123-93. Dalton Kent attacked the basket for a driving layup and converted the and-one free throw to cut the deficit to 27 at 128-101, but Smith knocked down a deep 28-foot three-pointer to push the Lakers' deficit back to 24 at 128-104. Kawan Malwan threw down a thunderous cutting dunk to extend the Phoenix lead to 25 at 130-105. Then Almani Thiero converted a free throw to make it 130-106 before adding a cutting layup in the final seconds, sealing Phoenix's dominant 132-108 victory.
Santi Aldama and the Grizzlies roll to victory. Smash that like button and subscribe for more daily NBA breakdowns. Drop a comment below. Who was your player of the game?